Okay, so here is another problem dealing with another thing I really like, which is Doctor Who. So among people who call themselves Doctor Who fans, 25% have never seen classic Doctor Who. And for those of you who don't know, Doctor Who came back in, I think, 2005 or something like that. But before that, there's well, I don't want to, I could talk about it for a long time. But anyway, there's classic Doctor Who, and then there's new Doctor Who, which is on TV actually now. Okay, so you're going to select 40 Doctor Who fans at random. We want to know, what is the probability that 5 or fewer have never seen classic Doctor Who? Okay, and I'm going to do this one a little faster. I'm going to still do the steps in order. I'm just not going to explicitly say what they are, because you should be able to know that by now. Okay. Okay, we have to see if we could use the normal distribution. And we have 40 in our sample. Q is the same thing as 1 minus P. P is 0.25. That means Q is 0.75. A quarter of 40 is 10, and 10 is greater than 5. And here we have 3/4 of 40, which is 30. And 30 is also greater than 5. Good. Next thing we're going to do, I'm going to draw our picture. Alright, and we put right in the middle our mean. Our expected value is 10. We want to know 5 or fewer. So here we have about 5, and fewer means to the left. And since we have to the left, we have to include 0.5 more, so 5.5. We could find the standard deviation next. So that's the square root of NPQ. So that's the square root of 40 times 0.25 times 0.75. Let's just make this bigger. Okay, so we have the square root of 10 times 0.75, that's 7.5. And the square root of 7.5, let's see, we get 2.739 according to my calculator. Next thing we're going to do is find the z value. We use our formula, x minus mu over standard deviation. Our x is 5.5. Our mu is 10. And we just found the standard deviation to be 2.739. Let's see. 5.5 minus 10 is negative 4.5. Then we divide by 2.739. That gives us a z of, and do this on your calculator, negative 1.64. Okay, so that's the z-score. We're going to have to use our table, use the standard normal table to look up the area associated in this left tail, and when we look it up, it'll tell us from all the way to the left to the value we look up, which is perfect, which is just what we want. So we're going to do a table lookup, and that's for our z value of negative 1.64. We get 0.0505 as a percent. That would be 5.05%. And if we want to round to the nearest percent, we get 5%. And I'm just going to write the answer a little more clear based on our question. So I'm going to say the probability that, let's see, 5 or fewer Doctor Who fans the probability that 5 or fewer Doctor Who fans have not seen classic Doctor Who is 5%. Okay, so that's how we do these.